Hey guys, it's Big Mike. This is going to be the first in a series of me interviewing progressive candidates here in Colorado. Today I am here with Mike Barlow-Roach. He is running for House District 3.
3, yes.
And that includes what?
That's Englewood, Sheridan, Greenwood Village, part of Littleton.
Okay. Sounds good. And again, we are here to interview progressive candidates. So let's start. Let's throw it to Mike and let him introduce himself. And just give us what you're about and what you're running for.
Yeah, so my name is Mike Barlow-Roach. I'm an immigrant from England, moved here 15 years ago, US citizen, proud Coloradan. And I'm running, so it's time for working class people to have a seat at the table. So I'm running for strong unions, worker rights, affordable housing, affordability, because the wage gap is out of control. The elite and the wealthy have way too much power, and it's time for us working regular people to take that power back. And that is why I'm running.
Very good. And I understand there's been some pushback. Obviously, the Democratic Party is not huge on progressive candidates. So tell us a little bit about what you're facing here in Colorado as far as some pushback from the party goes.
Yeah, so I was actually surprised just how much pushback there is. I knew that the political elite inner circles were tight-knit, that they were a closed group, but I wasn't expecting just some of the things that they do to squash ideas and squash progressive candidates. So right out the bat, I was told that it was not for me, not my turn, not my time by the political elite. A lot of money and endorsements were thrown behind my inner circle opponent right from the get-go. Senators, representatives, county commissioners, all fought hard against me within the first week that I announced. And that is because they want somebody who will reliably vote party lines, who is not going to shake things up, who is going to protect the wealthy, protect the well-connected. And I've made it quite clear, that's not me. I'm a change candidate. I am here to fight for the working regular people who feel as though they're not heard. And the truth is, right now, they're not being heard by the party. That is why the party is struggling when it comes to, elections, favorability, and we need someone in there who is actually going to fight for causes that the people want. And these are progressive causes that are popular across the board in every state. Strong unions, Medicare for all, affordable housing, affordable tuition, clean energy. These are very popular ideas, and the Democratic Party is so resistant to change and adopting these ideas. And so we need people in there who are going to fight for them, fight tooth and nail, and won't give up. And so that scares the elite. It scares people who have it really, really good right now, and they want to keep it good.
Understood. All right. So more on that. I guess let's focus on your causes. So you're talking about unions. You're talking about the working people. What are some of the policies that you're looking to get through that you want seen passed through the legislature and through the governor's office?
Yes, my big focus is worker rights, worker protections. And so what that includes is I think that we should no longer be an at-will state, for example. Right now in Colorado, you can be fired for no reason at all. There's reasons why you cannot be fired, such as discrimination, but employers can give no reason and just fire you on the spot. And that steals the working people a chance to improve, to redirect, and it also means that they can't make changes for their next employment. So they're stuck in this cycle of being fired and not knowing why. And that needs to change. And there also needs to be a process to fire somebody to where you can actually advocate for yourself and make changes. Another thing that I want to change as well is job transparency. Right now, it is very weakly enforced what you are going to be paid, what your job description is, and there's also things that should be included in job listings. For example, is the listing a labor position? Is it a union position? When you accept a job, are you going to have collective bargaining rights? That should be transparent when you apply for a job. Another thing as well is guaranteed minimum hours. Right now, you can accept a job and you don't know how many hours you're going to get a week. We all have bills to pay. We have rent. We have groceries. A lot of us have families and kids. And so the idea you can accept a job, be given 20 hours a week for a couple of months, and then you're cut down to 10 hours a week. That can be done right now, and you can't do anything about it. And suddenly the next month, you're going to be struggling, and you might not be able to afford your bills. And so I think on job listings, there needs to be a minimum guaranteed hours, say 20 hours a week. And so if 1 month your employer says, hey, we overstaffed, we're going to give you 10 hours, you still get paid 20 hours a week. That is what you were guaranteed when you signed up for that job.
Yeah.
And so those are my big things that are going to have immediate lasting effects on working families, to where it is predictable the income they're going to be having month after month, which is going to really just greatly, reduce their anxiety, their stress on what their life looks like.
Very interesting. All right. So unions are a big part of your platform. Tell me what you thought about the governor's veto this year of the Worker Protection Act, which would have made it easier to unionize here in Colorado, and how you think that affected the workers here in the state.
And the fact is, I'm highly critical of Governor Polis, as we all should be when it comes to labor. He is the stereotypical, very wealthy, out-of-touch Democrat that I'm running against. Right now, he is ranked as one of the most anti-labor governors in the USA. Certainly the worst Democratic governor for labor rights and worker protections. But he's also rivaling some of the worst Republican governors as well, when it comes to protecting the working class. And so I heavily condemn the vetoing the Worker Protection Act. And I also heavily criticize a lot of Democrats who actually approved and passed reducing wages for tipped workers. That was introduced and co-sponsored by Democrats. No Republicans were pushing that bill.
And that was
of course, they all
here
said
in
yes
Denver,
to it.
or was that statewide?
That was statewide,
Okay.
and it was to, quote, help cities like Denver, restaurateurs and, business owners. But at the same time, it's like, why are Democrats and politicians always attacking labor? They could have tackled rent or groceries or utilities
and not
or
just
taxes.
personal rent, but also business rent,
Yeah.
which is another large issue for restaurateurs.
Exactly.
They want to put all the blame on labor, but I don't hear anyone ever talking about the skyrocketing costs of a restaurant's rent.
No, labor are always the first to be under attack, and it is both parties doing it.
Yes.
And this anti-labor, tipped worker bill is proof that we need strong systemic change in the Democratic Party to stop going after labor and be on the working people's side. That's why we need candidates like me in there.
Very interesting. I love it. All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from in the UK? What brought you to America?
Yeah, so I'm from Liverpool, England. I was there born and raised in a very blue-collar household. Both my parents were part of unions. My dad is an auto worker. My mother was a secretary. And I grew up in a very borderline poverty household. Growing up, my parents would have to choose between food, gas, and electricity. We would have what were called candle nights, where my parents would get out candles and big blankets.
Wow.
And I thought, it was really, fun and quaint and awesome. I didn't realize it was because we couldn't afford the electricity bill. And so that is my context growing up, and that is why I identify solidly with the working class and with working families. And so I came to America when I was 18 years old, became a citizen when I was 24 years old, and I've been a citizen now for 9 years. And so, I've lived in America my entire adult life. I wouldn't know how to be an adult in England. So despite my accent, I am definitely American through and through. So, and I moved to Colorado 5 years ago. So
now, do you think your status as an immigrant, are you fearful of any of the situations with ICE and with deportations happening at this moment?
it is. So a bit more about my background. I was actually deported myself. So I was deported for being in a same-sex relationship. The official reason for my deportation when I was 19 is because I was gay, which was legal under the Defense of Marriage Act.
Okay.
So I got to the airport and I was asked, why are you coming in here? I was honest and said that I've got a boyfriend. They say girlfriend will let you back in, but boyfriend you're not allowed to. And so I identify strongly with immigrants, with the undocumented, and I'll fight very strong for them as an immigrant myself.
Beautiful. We are running out of time. So I just want to say again, this is Big Mike. I'm here with Mike Barlow-Roach, running for House District 3 here in Colorado. If you're interested, hit him up. Mike, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, my website is mike4co.com, and my TikTok handle is mike4co. So look me up.
That's it for us. If you're a progressive candidate here in Colorado and you're interested in getting interviewed, hit me up here on TikTok, and we'll see what we can do. Thank everybody. Have a good one.